Hey Scorpio, I have your July 2023 reading coming up here in just a second. These are for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Cross watchers are always welcome. Just switch that energy around as needed. These are general collective readings. Take what fits, throw out the rest. If you're already a YouTube subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for your continued love and support. If you are brand new to my channel, I appreciate your curiosity. My name is Cody. I am the Hoodie Gypsy Reader. I appreciate you checking out the monthly reading. These are for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of July. Again, take what fits, throw out the rest. We're going to tune in for just a second. All that information is in my description box, including how to get a hold of me for a personal reading if you like. And yeah, that's what I thought. They said it's upside down. All right, let's get going. All right, what's going on with Scorpio? My goodness, that's a lot. Take what's face up. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands, the World card, and then the Eight of Wands. A lot of wands. We got a lot of passion going on this month coming up. Sorry for the noise. You're feeling super defensive over some sort of decision you have to make. You may be getting a lot of communication about people having an opinion, right? But you're very guarded and defensive over you absolutely knowing what to do, right? The World card has completion, success, accomplishment, and it's, I already have learned everything I need to know and I can apply it quite fine. Thank you very much. It's kind of that energy I'm getting here. And the Eight of Wands is all that communication, right? There's text messages, phone calls, emails. There's just so much information coming at you. For some of you, you could be traveling. I'm seeing the World and then that travel card, so you might be taking off at a distance. We've got the Four of Swords right in the middle of the deck. You want everything to just kind of, right? There's this energy of like just everybody kind of coming at you and just talking. And that Four of Swords is coming out and just kind of going, just give me a minute. Let me think about it, right? Because Scorpios aren't super, forthcoming about communicating what needs to happen, right? So they're just going to kind of work it out and then act, and then you'll know when it's done kind of energy, right? So that Four of Swords coming out right in the middle is telling me you might be shushing people around you. That'd be funny if I put that in the title. Kind of that energy. You kind of want to just process, right? You've got all this information and now you want to kind of think about it. Yeah, Ten of Cups. You know what it takes to make you happy. If everybody would just be quiet, you would be so happy, right? That's kind of that energy. Once they do finally give you your peace and quiet, you're able to emotionally breathe, because Scorpios are super emotional. They're super sensitive, but they're not gonna tell you about it, right? So there's this energy of okay, so the Cancers, I'm a Cancer, are very emotional and have a difficult time expressing it. Pisces express it a lot, and they're very creative about how they express it, right? Seven of Cups. So now you're overwhelmed. Now you're emotionally overwhelmed with all the options and choices. Oh my gosh, you poor thing. And then the Four of Pentacles has you kind of holding on, right? You're kind of holding on to all of these options and choices because I don't think you're really able to kind of put one in front of the other, is kind of what I'm seeing here. Let's keep going. So I'm just feeling like somebody's trying to help you kind of, but they're not helping. So we've got 4 and 4, right? So you're trying to set up some sort of a foundation, but there's just a lot of information coming at you about how to do so. And you're kind of at this crossroads of which way do I go, right? I know I need to do something. Kind of back off of me, please. I've been through this. I know what I need to do. here comes all of the information, the travel possibly, then you're just sitting there just like, okay, give me a minute, I need to process everything. You finally get that peace, you finally get that quiet, you're able to finally feel happy, but then you're sitting with everything, right? This information here is about you meditating. So how can you meditate with all this on your mind? That's always the problem with meditation. Everybody complains that they can't stop their mind. That's why they call it practicing meditation, right? It's practicing until you get good at it. Once you get good at it, you'll be able to sit down on the Las Vegas Strip and just zone out right in the middle of all the chaos, peacefully, transcend right there in front of everybody and everything. All the lights, the fire, the pizzazz, no, you've been, the strength card has come out at the very end, right? So this is about you finding that inner strength, kind of dig down deep and conquer everything with a sense of peaceful calm, right? You're going to go in and tame the beast. Basically, ultimately, you're going to go in and tame the beast. This is that energy of you kind of holding on and picking and choosing which pieces of information you want to use. And this is going to be your power towards the end of the month with the strength card coming in. Could be dealing with Leo. Yeah, Virgo energy, bottom of the deck. Alone. Ooh, look. Showing up at your reading with the High Priestess coming in. I'm getting itchy, so it's a very truthful reading here. So you're tucking in and pulling back, right? I need to consult with my good old intuition because it never steers me wrong. Or if I'm ever screaming, my air conditioning is very loud. And so I go loud and then it shuts off and I feel like I'm screaming. So back to the reading. Look at this. The Hermit with the High Priestess. Okay. So this whole energy right in the middle of the reading with the Four of Swords is usually just going, I need to consult with my higher counsel, thank you. I need to consult with the intelligent forces that I speak with and converse with regularly. And I can't do it with all this nick, 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 nick around me and all this in my phone, all this in my head, all this in my computer. You know, this is a bunch of information, and then you just take and you sit and process. And then once you're able to finally pull away, right, you have the strength to kind of tame the savage beast, but it comes with your spirit team, right? Your guardian angel team, your band of spiritual heathens, right? They're going to come and take care of it. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, the Ace and the Two. This came out from my overall energetic reading. Oh my gosh, here's the Two of Cups and the Ten of Swords and then the Three of Wands. Okay, and then the Full card. Aries energy, Hanged Man, Pisces energy. So what we're dealing with here, and I know I mentioned Virgo, High Priestess is also Cancer and Pisces. I had mentioned Scorpio originally. So again, we have strong Pisces energy showing up. Aries is on the board now. Take what fits throughout the rest. So definitely you are super focused on this brand new beginning and you know how to do it. You're just going to have to take a minute to pull back and consult with your higher self to be able to figure out this perfect union, this perfect pair, right? This divine soulmate union between you and your spirit guides, or you and your decisions, whatever that is. You and a spiritual partner maybe are coming to a conclusion that this that all the choices, the decisions, the indecision, all that stuff, yeah, that's like a total stop. That Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is a little bit about backstabbing and betrayal with the forward planning, and then the Full card. The Ten of Swords coming out in there is just a warning, right? This is a warning of you just kind of persevering through a long, hard fought battle. And that's the end. That's the end of a lot of issues, right? Once you are in this peaceful union with yourself and either this other person or your spiritual self, this is what's going to ultimately pull you to finally stopping the chaos, stopping the madness, right? That's what ends all of the talking. You're able to finally just put a big halt to it You're finally able to plan ahead and look ahead with great forward momentum and progress, right? You're just like, finally, let's put an end to all the crap that I've just gone through, right? Let's just go ahead and end all that. And then I'm having a very successful new beginning here. I'm taking that leap of faith and I'm just going to go off and have a brand new beginning. Aries energy showing up with the full card, right? The Hanged Man comes out talking about a lot of sacrifice. This is a warning to not get impatient to see those rewards come in, because you're on a very attuned journey with trying to figure out how to best communicate with others that you need space to be able to confer within. Okay. Scorpios hold a lot of things in, they're very mysterious, kind of want to work it out in your head. You're kind of watching other people and then acting. But there's an energy here of you kind of having to say out loud what it is that you need. Okay. You're having to say out loud what it is that you need. And it's going to be like a big, hard struggle. Because here, look, that's the Death card. That's your energy there, the Scorpio card. It's Scorpio showing up to end it, right? Stop the madness. Stop the madness. Let's go ahead and look on forward, right? And you've done a lot of work and everything is just kind of, you're feeling like you're ready. You're ready for those rewards to come in, right? You've sacrificed a lot. You're ready. You are ready for everything to start coming through forward, right? Here we go. The Knight of Wands. Just passionate drive forward, right? Just you're ready to go. You have a lot of like taking risk type of energy coming in, and it's risky for you. It's risky for a Scorpio to come out of their shell to say, this is what I want, this is where we're going, and this is how we're going to do it. I've got a lot on the line. We're all going to start looking at things a little bit differently, and you're going to look at me a little bit differently because this is a new perspective on life, right? I'm going to take charge and pull out and go ahead and just put it out there. This is what I need. This is that wheel of fortune. You're just going to spin that wheel. Whew. And there's good things coming in with this. We've got the Page of Pentacles. This is good news. This is laying down a solid foundation to build upon. Okay. That is cool. Very, very cool. Very cool. Let's see. Look at this. Page of Pentacles, and then the Four of Wands was under that. Yeah. The Four of Wands under that, about you laying down that foundation. And then we have the Eight of Swords. Don't overthink any type of regret or remorse or any type of issues coming through with this, right? You don't want to focus on anything like that. Don't overthink it. Don't trap yourself in fear. Focus on the prize. The prize is laying down that foundation to start to build something amazing. And you know what to do. You just need to take the information and process it. And you can't do it with everybody chirping in your ear. Because you know what to do with your highly intuitive self. Your highly intuitive self is not going to steer you wrong, but people in your ear, here comes ego. And ego always out-talks intuition. It always does. Think of like the devil and the angel, right? Devil on one shoulder, angel on the other. That devil is your ego. Getting in the way of your energetic flow. Like you would ever turn your back on your spiritual guides or your intuition. It's too good. It's too good. It's too perfect. How could it ever be wrong if it's that right? All right, we're gonna see an outcome for July. I'm gonna get a little bit more of a story and get an outcome towards this energy. I want to see if things kind of turn around for you. I feel like things are turning around. With the Four of Wands, that Page of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, you know. Let's get an outcome for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Full card again. Full card again. All right. So the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords has also come out. So you have somebody kind of resisting here. There's a little bit of deceit and betrayal afoot. And that don't fly with Scorpio. And I have to tell you, sorry for the noise. I have to tell you that it comes from somebody around you. Here's the ego card with the Five of Wands, right? Clashing, ego, competition, right? The Fool card is here talking about kind of a lack of direction. So there's a warning here. There's a warning coming in that there is a lack of direction. It has to do with somebody possibly being very manipulative, argumentative. Um, that's somebody that needs to be cut out. Here's the Four of Cups. There's a lot of regret and remorse over dealing with this individual. Here's the Hermit card, right? So going it alone, going back alone. This here is that Five of Wands, right? There's so much confusion and lack of commitment coming in with this Five of Wands because nobody can figure out which way is up with all this infighting, right? I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. It just sounds like everybody around you is just, right? You feel like people are lying to you. There's betrayal. They're possibly trying to manipulate you. It just feels like that because there's so much coming in. And so here you go into the Four of Cups. You're just so unhappy. It just feels like you're just in complete and total discontentment with the whole thing, right? You're just kind of grossed out by everything. So here you go. Here you go again on your own. The Hermit card, pulling away, going into solitude to consult with your higher good. Because that's never a bad thing. It's never a bad thing to get that energy. Here, Eight of Swords. Overthinking with all this information, right? Don't overthink it because you're just going to put yourself in a prison of your own making. You have got to pull away and get that spiritual consulting. You've got to do that. Follow your heart. Follow your heart to your guides with the Knight of Cups showing up. This is you taking action. Seeking that sensitive balance, right? You need that very delicate balance on everything. And you're kind of just following your heart and taking action to get that. There's a lot of energy here about you just really trying to resonate some sort of answer out of everything. Seven of Cups. Lots of options, lots of choices on how to get this accomplished. Aries energy showing up with the Emperor. So there's so many options and choices. There's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of opportunity. And the payoff is amazing with the Emperor showing up. That's just something that's very dependable, something that's super structured. Could be somebody coming in. It could be somebody coming in that's in an authoritative position to kind of give you some guidance as well. So kind of maybe also be on the lookout for that. When we're trying to figure things out, you want to confer with people who have been where you want to go. You don't want to confer with people who have no idea about, what the path is. We love our family, we love our friends, but if they haven't been on the path you're going on, they're probably not the best person to ask advice from. If you're trying to ask people, but if you want to pull away from everything, it just feels like this decision is going to be very authoritative, right? You're just going to finally put your foot down and slam your fist on the table and be like, this is what we're doing. I want everybody to just, I've made a final executive decision, right? That's that executive decision. I feel like that's 1,000% what it is. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Taking a risk. That Knight of Wands came out back here too, so that's a big risk taker. Somebody who is very fearless, self-assured, right? You are driving into that confidence because you're making a decision here to follow your heart and you know what to do. You know what to do. There's that Two of Cups again. There's that soulmate union with your soul's guide, right? I was trying to pin it on that earlier, but that's about, total, that's total harmony. This also could bring you into an energy of making everything be harmonious because you'll make the right decision and then everybody will be like, oh yes, finally the exact right thing we needed. We just needed to be quiet and listen to Scorpio. Right? Okay. So know that there is going to be conflict and chaos, but you're on the right path with pulling back and just kind of taking that information and dissecting it carefully, methodically, right? Don't get overwhelmed with the decision you have to make. Make that authoritative decision because you know what to do. You know what to do. What's up? You already know. Okay. I need a message from your future higher self. I already shuffled these like crazy in between. So there's your one official for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising placements. Two official. One more. And I'm going to run through this one time. Oh, look, I already have one up. One time. Two times. Tell me about Scorpio, please, for the month of July. This is messages from your future higher self. Ah, wow. I was shuffling the deck earlier and I saw this card and it felt so good. I was just like, oh, look at that card. I never see this card. How beautiful is this card? And then it came out. So know that you are safe and protected. I never see this card. If you watch my readings, you know, and when I use this deck, it hardly ever comes out. But then I saw it when I was shuffling and I was like, oh, why doesn't that card ever come out? Boom. Know that you are safe and protected. You saw me shuffle. You saw me cut. You saw me flip. That's magic. Know that you are safe and protected. Okay. So even when you get stressed out and you get overwhelmed, you feel like, you know, everyone's out to get you, maybe, don't even sweat it. Don't even sweat it. Your intuition, your divine guides, your angel guardians, they got you. You're protected. You're safe. Don't worry about it. Balance all dimensions of your life. Okay. That's about spiritual, emotional, work, life, home, everything in balance. All dimensions. Whole life balance. See the good in what you call bad. Okay. Nothing in your suffering is meaningless. It didn't happen to you. It happened for you. Bing. See the good in what you call bad, because nothing in your suffering is meaningless. Meaningless is the key word because it's about the lesson. You have to take that lesson and apply it to a situation. This is where you can confidently say, yeah, I've been there. I've done this. I know what I'm doing. With great success and accomplishment, I have quite handedly learned that lesson, right? So that's where you take the suffering and you transmute it into your power. With great awareness, you will find the answers you're looking for, right? That's pretty much the whole premise of this reading. With the Four of Swords right in the middle, greater awareness. Awareness is your oneness. Oneness is your connection. This is where you meditate, you pull away and you connect. You quiet your mind and you listen. You listen and you get those downloads that Spirit is trying to talk to you about. But you can't hear him because everybody's in your ear. Tell me about July for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Universe, please tell me. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Don't delay the inevitable. So if there is change trying to happen, you can't sit there and hang on to something else because that's only going to block what is trying to come in for you. Your blessings, you're going to block your blessings if you hang on to something that's trying to happen for you, right? You will find your place in the world even if you don't know how. You know how. It's your intuition. Believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dream. Okay? You got this. Your future higher self is even telling you. Yes, don't delay the inevitable. New chapters require a new version of you. Okay? So you cannot take old energy into new versions of you. It doesn't fit. Right? If you want to change your personality, you have to change personal reality. You cannot change yourself and expect everything else around you to stay the same. It's going to require everything changing. Everything changing. Okay. And then you have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. Scorpio, normal? Yeah, right. Scorpio is exquisitely different. Exquisitely. Fantastically different. I'm a little scared of Scorpio. I don't know why. I'm the baby water. Yes. And I try to steer clear of Pisces. No offense. Love and light, all that. But You'll wear me out. I love you, but you'll wear me out. My first husband was a Pisces, and you'll wear me out. But Scorpio, you'll scare me, but I like it. um, you have special gifts. Never surrender to normal. So embrace everything that is unique about you because it is supposed to be front and center. This is what is supposed to be front and center about you. It is it's the greatness that is you, right? So put it out there. Travel as much as you can. This will add dimension to your life. Hells yeah, as I sit in my RV. I'm a big fan of this one. Travel as much as you can. Yeah, it'll add dimension to your life. It totally will. It will it will give you a lot of perspective, right? That hangman energy, it'll allow you to look at things differently, and it allows you to kind of put yourself in different situations, kind of test your resolve. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool traveling. I've yet to get super far away, but I'm getting used to this. You know, it's different. It's awakening. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Highly recommend. I don't know if you got the travel bug, but if you do, answer it. Answer it. Let's see if some wisdom pops out. I felt called to grab the wisdom. I wasn't even thinking. I just grabbed it. That was totally intuition. So let's see what comes out again. This one, I'll do a spread here. Message in a bottle. And then between worlds. Yes, you are, right? New chapters require a new version of you because you're between worlds. You're getting old, out, new in. Very Scorpio. Message in a bottle. Let me look real quick. I believe that's number 15. Well, that I know for a fact. But I believe this is about your signs. Yes, synchronicity signs. Communication. Right? This is the problem, right? So, Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe you will receive them, but when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens, they may come to you as a bird flying by, or a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open for someone might say just the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today your message is this. Spirit hears you. The reply is favorable. Reminds me of the Magic 8 Ball. The reply is favorable. Specifically ask Spirit for signs. Ask them to give you signs. I think I had just said this in my last reading, but it was like, or I'd said this earlier. I'm channeling and I don't remember. But it's about you putting it out there. If you can't listen and you can't hear the messages and you're having a hard time tuning in, ask Spirit. Simply ask them for a message. Show me a message that will help me decide. Give me an answer. I have a pendulum. Ask my pendulum. Yes, no, yes, no. I have a pendulum. As long as you can clear it down, that yes, no questions, you can get your answers. But there's definitely you asking your spirit guides for the answers because they're never going to steer you wrong. They've got your back. So ask them to send you signs. If you put a playlist on and throw it on random, ask for the next few signs, next few songs to give you a message that you're needing. I'll do that all the time. All the time. I'm like, all right, show me some signs. And then I have a Libra moon so that I don't believe it, and then I ask for more. Okay, that was a good sign. No, are you really sure? Show me another one. And then they'll show me again. And okay, one more time. My luck. I push it. I do. Okay, between worlds is that transitionary period. And you have to be gentle with yourself during this time. The frustration is real. Whenever you're moving from one moment into the next, it's very frustrating. It's frustrating to your old world, okay? It's frustrating to the change, the adaptability that it takes. But you got this. You got this, because on the other side is something you've never seen before, and that is beautiful. It's like a baby looking at the world for the first time. Have you seen those videos where they put the glasses on the kids that can't really see very well, and then they can all of a sudden they can see, and they look totally doped out on their first sight. It's so freaking cute. Well, not, they're just like, wow, man, they're tripping. It's so cute, but they're just, it's like that, you're just like, whoa, this is so new. This is so crazy. I've never experienced this before. I've never known this before. It's weird. It's awkward, but it feels good, right? So that's a beautiful energy of moving out of old stagnant energy that you knew was just kind of holding you back. It's just kind of sitting there. It's just, like an old pond that needs to be cleaned. So, me and my references. I'm gonna see if the Kipler wants to talk. It's been giving me some very interesting little probabilities, so we're gonna see what the Kipler has to say. And I'm curious if any of these come true. One was like sudden wealth and official person and marriage, and I'm like, oh, that's a hell of a month. Tell me about Scorpio for the month of July. You got anything to say for my Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements? You got anything at all to say? Okay. Courtship. That's cute. I demand to be courted. Uh-oh. Poverty. So poverty's at the bottom of the deck. Maybe you're having a hard time. For some of you, it's not quite possible for you to do courtship right now because you're struggling in the purse strings, right? We have toil and labor under that. Oh, but here comes unexpected income, right? So, ebbs and flows, ebbs and flows. If you're ever tight in situations, just know that it's momentary, and don't sit in a state of lack. Just thank the universe for showing you ways that you can be abundant, showing you ways that you can earn the money it takes to do what you need to do, right? These are ways that, like, drawing in that energy to you instead of sitting there like, I'm never going to have it. That's that's reverse manifesting, and it is a deep program that we have to turn off, right? So this deck makes me laugh. It's so funny. So we have courtship and poverty. And the courtship is absolutely like a coupling thing. It's like somebody trying to date, they're trying to put themselves out there, but maybe you're unable because the purse strings are a little tight right now, or people coming forward are just not worthy. That's another probability, right? That's another probability. So you have to toil and labor over, anybody coming in, and then potential prospects. You're just like, more work. I have to figure out if you're worth it, right? But then you have unexpected income. So, you can take that story and twist it to any little scenario, but it's pretty cute. If you keep going, it gets better. If you keep going, it gets better. Wow. Wow, look what it did. 37 and 38. I like when it does those in a rows. And then we had 3 and 15 over here, and then 3 and 27 here. So if you're in the numerology, take what fits, if any of that means anything to you. Nope. How are we doing on time? We're doing beautiful on time. I'm actually going to end the reading here. I feel like that was a fun way to end the reading. It's just kind of like a, yeah, maybe. It's something to look out for, right? So it's a probability. Tarot is fluid. It's always fluid. You can always take and manipulate the energy based on what you learned. Okay. Or if somebody else learns the outcome, they can change that outcome, right? So sorry for the noise. doing that a lot. I can't pin it on me because my hair, and then it's anyway. So again, take what fits, throw out the rest. It's meant to be guidance, if you will. So I hope I was able to offer you some guidance for the month of July. Let me know in the comments section if any of this comes true. Funny stuff. That subscribe button is there if you like the vibe. I appreciate all of your follows, and that like button costs nothing, and that's a way for us to exchange energy. Also on my other platforms as well. I do mini readings on my other platforms, and I post all the time about celestial events, tarot tips, funnies, all kinds of cool stuff over there. Be sure and check those out if you are interested at all. Give me a follow, and that is another way for us to exchange currency also. All the decks that I use are in the description box, and information on how to get a hold of me for a personal reading if you are so inclined. I would love it. And let's see, where's that remote that's not working lately? This thing is cheap, and it don't work very well. So I'm wishing you all love, light, abundance, and positive vibes. I thank y'all for stopping by. Have a beautiful month. See y'all soon.